I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I do this for the folks now. Batman gonna hold it down. Everybody shook out, only us holding down. Hitting up the bag, fam. Ayo, what up, Crypto Brown? We gonna be known all around. We hold the crown, can't stop it now. Spreading like a virus, this that spiral town. We vibing on a different plane, a different round. What goes around comes back around. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nasty.
12,000 up, man, that's not enough. I wanna stuff them bags in a Brinks truck. I'm going hard every day, trying to stack them up. Decepticon flow, boy, I'm trying to rack them up. Man, I'm in the cut, I'm just adding up. Transform your whole grind like Shia LaBeouf. Blockchain money, blockchain kings. Me and XRP bags, man, we run the scene.
I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. I be going hard, try to stay right with me. Get into these bags, hard to keep up with me. Eating many bags and it's hard digesting. I be with your girl in my bag, she nesting. Went from working like a slave, now I'm on the blockchain. When I sleep, I get them gains. Compounding, we lift the weights. Flip the switch, we on our way. Can't hold us down, blast in your face. Missed out on the transformation that held you back, we on the train. Select XRP up on my break. I bucket ass, we can make it rain. The army's the real commanders on the ship. We put you up on game. Bitboy equals Bitcoin, and I rep XRP in my name. A salute to you, Lieutenant XRP. I'll be blasting off this plane till you get into these bags. Then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them bags, with them bags. Better, bag on, bag on, bag on, bag on. Continue get into these bags. Then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them bags, with them bags. Better, bag on, bag on, bag on, bag on. Continue get into these bags. Then we blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off, blast off. Bags with them bags, with them bags. Better.
What's up, crypto family? I hope you guys are having a great evening. Sorry about the video earlier this morning. Mike was tripping. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight to the news right quick of what I really wanted to drop down to you guys. There's been a lot going on right now. And we're dealing with a retracement right now, which you all see. But that's not stopping nothing. As you guys know, they liquidated the market. I think what? How much did they liquidate it? Let me see. Let me see right quick. So $205 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 60 minutes. That was 10 hours ago. 10 hours ago, family. So what you guys seeing right now is a healthy correction. As you guys know, we got important key dates that's coming up in the next week. All right, so let's get to this right quick. As you guys see, Dogelon Mars, shout out to Dogelon Mars. Thank you to everyone that joined us for the meetup in Lagos last week. Was a blast. Now, as you see the people in there, I ain't gonna lie, I like their robes. That's clean. And with Dogelon Mars doing these type of meetups, it's great. It's great for the community and it's great for the project. The reason why I'm stating that is they're getting a lot more people involved into this project. And I mean, think about it. Why are they just going to be worried about just in United States? There's a lot of people. Think about it. There is a lot of people in other countries that's looking for the next gem. They want to hold a real digital asset. There's assets out there in the world where, Pump Fund and all these other things where you can make your own cryptocurrency, which is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's very scary of you're seeing these pump and dump tokens and you don't know which one is actually real. Okay. So, just a little pointer with that there. But with this Lagos, we have people showing up. Look like they had a great time at this meetup. As you guys see, someone had pointed this out, Absent. We'll get a little bit more into that, but with this meetup here, man, that's awesome. That's awesome for the community. As you've seen, there's a lot of people that popped up and showed out for the community. Okay, but I want to get to this right quick. Ethereum price prediction. Top reasons why Ethereum may surge in 2025. A lot of people are saying, well, how come Ethereum has not shot up? What's going on with these prices? I've been hearing that the bull run, it's nearing to the end. Now, I don't know where everybody is getting their sources from of them thinking that the bull run is near to an end. I showed you guys in a video yesterday where they were saying that we could be in a multi-year bull run. Okay, now understand this, family. There's people out here in this space that are still accumulating their bag, and there are also others that is already straight. Like, they're not accumulating any more Dogelon Mars, and not just Dogelon Mars, but other assets in whole. So let's be in reality right quick. But let me read this to you guys right quick. Poly market users are bullish on Ethereum price. There are rising odds that the ETH price will continue doing well this year. A Poly market poll with over $2 million shows that the odds of Ethereum reaching 4,500 on March 31st are at 55%. If that happens, it means that the ETH price will rise by over 23% from the current level. Another Polymarket poll shows that the odds of the coin soaring to an all-time high by June has risen to 56%. The odds that the ETH price will get to 5,000 this year has risen to 65%. Therefore, traders are optimistic that the coin will do well in the long term. This is notable since Polymarket has proven to be a highly accurate prediction market, such as its prediction about the U.S. presidential election when it predicted that Trump would win. So you guys remember when they were having these polls of who's going to win the presidential race, and it was accurate. Now, just like what I was stating in the last video about coin perspective, when they say for us to reach 2 zeros, we have to have a $2 trillion market cap as in Bitcoin. Now, again, with that information, they're not accurate. They're accurate as of right now without the burn, without the blockchain, without the metaverse. That's actually correct. Without all that information, yeah, we'll need a $2 trillion market cap for us to reach that. But once we have this burn, once we have this blockchain up and going, and it's going to be burning, we're going to have a continuous burn of Dogelon Mars with the transactions, with people building on our blockchain. So that's another huge thing to, pay attention to. Okay. Meanwhile, Ethereum price has strong technicals pointing to more gains in the long term. The weekly chart shows that the Ethereum has formed a symmetrical triangle chart pattern. The upper side of this triangle connects the highest swing since November 2021. Now, I'm going to state this to you guys as well. Nobody, not even the OGs who've been in this space, have witnessed this type of run that we're going to experience. We don't know when we are going to experience this run, but just know that we are dealing with global adoption. Global adoption. You already see prime ministers are already talking about they want a Bitcoin reserve on their balance sheet. You already see Grayscale already summing up for the Solana ETF and the XRP ETF. You know that there are 60 billionaires that hold Bitcoin, and not just Bitcoin, but other digital assets as well, which we will get straight to that news. As you see here, Kennedy Jr. says Bitcoin is a currency of freedom. It gives transparency to the government and a hedge against inflation. Now, with him stating that, again, he is also on the administration, and we have a pro-crypto administration as well, which we never experience in our lifetimes. This is our first time we will experience this because we didn't have a pro-crypto administration. We had a pro-stock administration to, you know what I'm saying, that they were bullish on stocks like Nancy Pelosi and so on. They were trading, but this is the time that we can take hold of what's happening right now. The new global adoption of cryptocurrency, the new financial asset class. And I'm not going off topic or whatnot, but just understand this, that we invested, and also myself, into Dogelon Mars, into a real token. We got Dogelon Meme Lord in the building. But I wanted to state that before I got into Dogelon Mars and into this whole YouTube channel, the first token that I ever even discussed, and I'm still heavily bullish on, is XRP. And from me coming from that asset and finding this gem, and I stuck to this gem. I mean, look at it. Da Vinci Jeremy, when he started his channel, he was just talking about silver coins, different type of stocks and whatnot. But when he got the whiff of Bitcoin, and he was telling everybody to purchase just $1 of Bitcoin and see what happened. I'm not telling you to purchase Dogelon Mars. I mean, I'm not even going to say buy $1 worth of Dogelon Mars, because I mean, you have to make your own conscious decision yourself. Okay. And you see how bullish he is. And I'm not going to say that what other assets he's talking about, that's his route. But I'm on this Dogelon Mars because all of us, we're not all wealthy as of yet. We are pre-made multimillionaires in this space. And I heavily believe into this digital asset. So, further ado, I want to bring up Meme Lord. How you doing today, Meme Lord?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Great, bro. I'm glad to have you on. I was just breaking down a little news that I had this morning, but my mic messed up this morning. But just speaking to the community and letting them know, like, how even Robert Kennedy Jr., he's definitely bullish on Bitcoin. And with us having a pro-crypto administration, and where they're seeing that having cryptocurrencies is a transparency of freedom, where you can, do what you want and able to have financial freedom. You get what I'm saying? And and just about what's going on in the whole space. But I know you may got some news that you may want to disclose to the family, so I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Well, the reason I'll say the reason why we're going down right now, excuse me, is because we're in the Aliot Wave. So what happens is we did the three and the fourth wave, which goes down. That's why we've seen this sudden drop, plus some FUD going on in the news. There's always FUD going on just to drop the price. But after that, we're going to wave number five, which should take us to like 122K. Not financial advice, not saying it's today or tomorrow, probably within the next 1 to 3 months. Don't hold me to that because the market always changes, but it's looking bullish long term as usual. That's one. Two, actually, when you were talking about Da Vinci, he actually gave a shout out to Dogelon. He did a little video with his hands up, and there was about 6 meme coins. We were the first one on the left hand side.
Awesome. Awesome. And
Yeah.
he has to hold some Dogelon. It may not be millions of dollars worth of Dogelon Mars, but I don't really believe that you have to throw $1 million in Dogelon to become wealthy for the type of statue that he's in. Am I correct or no?
No, you're correct. Like saying, let's minus ourselves. Ooh, excuse me. Let's minus ourselves as holders and take a step back. Look at all the utility that's being built. We're not, like I said, I could say, oh yeah, penny, what, two zeros, three zeros, four zeros. Yeah, we're not going there if we were just a meme coin. But what sets us apart from everybody, and I know Shibarium and Shib is doing this almost the same thing, but what ours is, we don't have 5 or 6 tokens. It looks like, don't hold me to this because we don't know yet, but I've been in crypto 7 years and I can see what's being built just by the code, what they've been saying, what Rufus blockchain is going to become or be is the burn mechanism, right? Not only is it incorporated in the metaverse for the microtransactions, because remember, it microtransactions, because well, I heard a lot of people complaining and saying, why didn't they do the layer three? It would have been more expensive for for fees, and it would have burned more. Well, who wants to use a blockchain that's more expensive? That's the whole reason why ZK rollups and whatnot are built to like make those fees a little cheaper. So with Rufus, the more blockchains we're on, the more developers say, "Hey, we want to build on Rufus." What blockchains do they support? All of them, because we're multi-chain. Excuse me. So that's one thing. The other thing is when they if well, I know what they're doing by what they said in the last post, which was back in just October, actually. Sorry, October-ish. They said the AI metaverse beta testing, one of the many applications using Rufus chain. So that's telling me they already have developers wanting to build on it. Remember, if this is a blockchain that burns with each transaction, any interaction or transaction within that blockchain uses Elon, the native token, to burn. So that's why I don't think they're doing another token like how SHIB is. And no offense to SHIB, but for me, that thing is on life support, meaning there's so many tokens. It's like you have to do so many steps. And what Elon and well, Dogelon Mars did is that no need. You have a one-stop shop because I think what Rufus actually is going to incorporate as well is maybe a Dex, because then you're able to burn more Elon there. The NFT marketplaces, because I'm guessing they're going to have to incorporate them, because to buy land on Mars, you have to buy it as an NFT, which is a non-fungible token. So that's another transaction. And when it's on the marketplace, you can either buy it, sell it, or trade it. Do what you want. It's your property. So I'm guessing they're going to have all that on there. That's going to burn a lot of Elon. To me, I think that's part of the great burn is when all these developers come out of the woodwork wanting to develop on there. Two, if you guys noticed, Dogelon Mars has been waking up in the X space, on the comments. Look at everything they're commenting on: Web3, GameFi, AI. Then if you notice, a lot of followers or a lot of big accounts have been coming out of the woodwork If you look, they've been around for 2021, 2022. So these aren't just new accounts, just automatically were created in order to pump our coin or to give like kind of like to spread raids. I don't like that. So they're not doing that, because if you look on some of the accounts that have 53,000, 100,000 followers, they're Web3, AI, Metaverse, uh, what's the other one? GameFi, Web3, all that is what they're following others and what they're into. So that should show you that how I've been saying is, I think Rufus blockchain is going to be a GameFi Web3 ecosystem. GameFi, Web3, maybe DeFi, I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing we have to be. That would be good. It's going to be all of that attract all what the narrative is for this year. If you notice, AI agents, anything that has to do with AI, which by the way, for me, AI agents, to me, they're all trash coins. I don't I don't like them. They're just pump and dumps. What are you bringing to the table? Okay, AI what? At least with Dogelon, they have the AI NFT creator, which means any way you describe it, like you have to be a mastermind. If you've seen what Unity does, holy hell. I don't know how he does it, but you have to describe it in great detail in order for it to get how he gets it. So, well, in order for him, how the AI creates it. So we have that. And every time you mint it, it burns Dogelon. That's one. So that's the AI creator. Give me 1 second. Go ahead. Give me 1 second.
Okay. So like what he was saying, man, like all these other, now don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna talk crap about any of the tokens, but like what he's saying, like not all of them is really standing on the pivot like what Dogelon Mars is about to do. Now, also, I want to state this to you guys. What David Goldstein said. He says, I have zero doubt that once Trump is sworn in and back in the Oval Office, the entire economy is going to go parabolic. You've got 14 days to make sure you're holding the right assets. So are you guys prepared? Are you guys holding the right assets in your portfolio? Again, I stated, Dogelon Mars. If you have some XRP, ICP, Chainlink, Avalanche, but I really don't believe that it's game over. It's just the beginning. We haven't even started yet. Okay, so while Meme Lord is doing what he's doing, right quick, I want to read this to you guys as well. Moro, he says, before and after crypto, whoever you are, I hope you make it. And he shared his picture right here of him working, struggling and whatnot. And now he's a crypto millionaire. And I really do believe a lot of us will become crypto millionaires, not in the coming years, but during this bull cycle that we're about to enter into, because once Trump is in that office, I really do believe things are going to go parabolic. Elon Musk stated that he wants to hire a lot of smart people to come into the country to be able to, to be more advanced than China. Again, you guys know China, we are in a crypto race. The countries are in a crypto race as we speak. United States, we got China, we got North Korea, we got Russia, and we got these other countries. El Salvador, they're not in the race, but they're accumulating. So, I understand that, people are saying that, there's no way that we can reach these high amount prices of whatnot. The point is, we never had a pro administration. We didn't have the whole world, which means global adoption, that's entering into crypto. We haven't had that. So, as you see Murad, he says, what people deeply desire is an emotional connection with other humans. And what you guys got to understand is, we hold Dogelon Mars, and not just that, the community in Dogelon Mars is powerful and great. Acceptance, which we have in this community. Belonging, a team, which we have, a brotherhood, a family like we have been preaching, and a mission. That's exactly what meme coins are accomplishing. Those that resonate emotionally and bring people together will outperform everything. Remember that. Make sure you note that. Meme Lordy, you're back.
Oh yeah, I've been back. I was just letting you do your thing. Sorry.
You good, bro?
Yeah, going back to what you were saying though about Trump, I'm neither. I'm in the middle. I see where the money's going, you know. So what I like about it is I always the way I see it is 50% for the people, 50% you have to run it as a business. So it's kind of like how they say in a business when they close stores, people say how can they do this? It's like, well, sometimes you got to cut off the finger to save the hand. So what I like Trump is doing is he's bringing crypto back actually to America because people like me, I fled, not because of anything good or bad. It's just I know where the money was going and not going, and it was looking terrible. So now that I see it's getting a little more on the positive side with crypto, Trump is all for America, meaning like he wants to bring, like work. It's like basically he wants to bring more jobs. He wants to get the market up. He wants to embrace things like crypto because it's technology. And they're in America, they're always advanced. They always want to be the number one. Like, say, for instance, when they went to the moon, why they went to the moon so fast? To beat the Soviets. That's all it was. It was like the great moon race. So to me, it's a good positive thing for Dogelon because it couldn't come at a better time. Why? Because now you're going to have more institutions coming in because they say, oh, wow, okay, now they're embracing crypto. More companies are going to start building over here. How does that relate to Elon? Easy. Remember, we're no longer a security, we're a commodity now. So the CFTC label, I think it already went through. I got to check, but that's in our favor. One and two, AI metaverse. So that's the GameFi AI metaverse type thing where which is what I think is the driving force of what how do you say it what people are going to be putting in their money into is like
Right.
AI metaverse GameFi. That's one. The other side of it, the finance side, is now you have a blockchain that is faster, cheaper, scalable, and you can build on it because they said one of the many applications using or one of the many I forgot how they said it was applications or some I don't remember, but one of the many applications building on Rufus chain or powered by Rufus chain. So that's telling me that there is projects already wanting to build or have built on it. They're just waiting to go live when Rufus goes. So that's telling me we're hitting the other side of it, which is now a fully functional blockchain. Like I said, faster, cheaper, scalable, and everybody's going to want to build on it because it looks like they're wanting to bring in Web3, AI, Metaverse, those type of projects. But at the same time, all projects are welcome. But they're smart because if you notice, all the X spaces, all the places they have the meetups, it's in places where there's a lot of gamers.
Yep.
So
There's
if
a
you
lot of
ever, yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
no, you were right. There are a lot of gamers, and like what I'm just going off of what you said. With Donald Trump, it's just investing in technology, something that's is going to be captivating, where people are going to use like the AI and the layer two, because I believe IDK discussed that on the X space. I think that was like the second to third space she made. She was like, the devs and whatnot were saying that they were going to build on layer three, but like what you said, that it would have been too much. It would be too much. Layer two will be perfect. But what I wanted to bring this to, to refresh everybody's memory again, we are in this new digital age. Back in the day, it was the whole internet, computers. You guys remember the first old computer? Now, do you guys remember the iMac G3? This computer here? It was sold from 1998 to 2003. Everybody was going crazy. Nobody was really bullish on the whole internet. Nobody was really bullish on it until these iMacs start coming out. Everybody wanted a iMac. Again, with this new digital frontier that we are entering, we're entering a new phase of a new financial asset class. And with Dogelon Mars, with having their own blockchain, they're an AI token, they're a gaming token, and they're about to have their own metaverse. This is a whole new outbreak for digital investors like us, who are not focusing on gold bars, silver bars. We're focused on real digital assets that has real world use cases, which is Dogelon Mars. Meme Lord, sorry to cut you off. You could go on what you were about to say, bro.
Oh no, no, you're okay. I was done on the Dogelon side. Also, the DAO, that's what also makes us decentralized as well, is we have a voice. We say where the blockchain goes. I mean, as far as, and if you notice the XRP one, hopefully it goes through. I think they're just waiting for a month to pass. I don't know why, but I think we're on the 29th, or I got to check, but we're almost close to where it's been a month on there, and I think it's time to finally make it live so we can vote on it, because I don't want to miss the XRP train when it comes.
Yeah. So I hope they do that soon. Now, I wanted to share this too, what Michael Saylor posted up, where a lot of people are asleep on. 60 billionaires already hold Bitcoin. The other 2,700 will join soon or later. If each invests just 500 million, that's just 1.35 trillion dollars flowing in. Only 2.2 million Bitcoin left on exchanges. Bitcoin price could hit 900K plus instantly. Supply is vanishing. FOMO will do the rest. And I don't know if you guys heard when he said that if he dies, he's going to burn his keys as well to keep the legacy alive and to keep Bitcoin, I believe, scarce or whatnot. But these are the holders of Bitcoin. Top of the line is Elon Musk. Then you see Mark Zuckerberg and so on. So, like what he said, this is just 60 billionaires, but they just not only hold Bitcoin, but they hold a lot of other digital assets in their portfolio, which Donald Trump portfolio is out in the open where people can see he's majorly bullish on Ethereum. Okay. Everybody else is bullish on Bitcoin, which he has no problem with that. We want a Bitcoin reserve. We may have an Ethereum reserve. We may have an XRP reserve. But Dogelon Mars, I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, 2050, I believe will be scarce. And in those years, 2050 will be scarce. The amount of tokens that we have and what they're going to burn, and with the mechanism of with new partnerships coming onto the blockchain, I mean, it's going to be burning up a lot of tokens, and it's going to be, it may be sooner than that. We don't know. But with the whole global adoption, I mean, think about it, family. Dogelon Mars, I'm not saying Dogelon Mars is Solana or XRP, but it's the way how they're making a blockchain. It's like you rather buy you some Dogelon Mars and whatever assets that's on their blockchain. This is the reason why we're in almost all ecosystems. I see we got Parabolic Paul in the building. What's good, Parabolic Paul? Paul, you there?
I think he fell asleep.
Oh man.
No, while
Yeah.
we're waiting for him, I would say you made a good point about the partnerships. They did say they have partnerships in the metaverse already. So what I'm interested in is, say, you have your little Dogelon avatar running around, how you like it, right? The cool thing is, say if, for instance, I'm not saying they're partnered with Coke or McDonald's or something like that, but let's say, how I said before, McDonald's, and you can buy shirts if you interact with their land, or earn shirts or something, like something for your avatar, watch, a hat, shoes, socks, something. That would be pretty cool. And that's where the partnership comes into play about burning, because every microtransaction. So like let's say in order to get it, you have to like pay for the gas fee to transfer it, because that's how I think the microtransactions are going to happen. But that would be pretty cool if that's the type of partnerships they have. And what that brings to us is more eyes on us, because like let's say a well-known company or a partner we have that's also a crypto, like that's built, like let's say Let's Stop. It would be cool if they have a racing track in the metaverse, and when one of their when anybody interacts with it, you can either get Let's Stop or Elon. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely would be cool with that being going on. Now, I wanted to bring this up too, Meme Lord. Tough Puppy shared this. He says right here, Scott posted this. He said, absent partnership with Elon. I don't know if you've seen that, Meme Lord. Known for its innovative LED tech and digital out-of-home advertising, this enables Dogelon Mars to be visible amongst all consumers, especially those not in crypto. We'll be seeing Elon on billboards, buildings across the globe. And this here is absent right here, family. So this is here where Dogelon Mars, when they had their meetup in Lagos. Let's see if I could bring up their picture right quick. Hold on.
Maybe they're gearing up to promote Rufus blockchain.
Right.
I mean, if you've seen it, have you seen the little cartoons? The one where they show Rufus smiling and then he shoots the two drones out of the air. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. So maybe, who knows? Maybe that's why they're burning maybe some of the treasury, because you have to pull that money. You
Hello?
have to pull those coins from somewhere.
Testing, one,
So
two.
We can hear you, Paul.
yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was trying to talk and it just wouldn't. You guys couldn't hear me.
Yeah, right now you sound
What's up,
muffled,
dudes?
as if you're like 10 feet away from your mic.
Yeah, because I'm driving. Sorry about that. It's really windy out here right now. Southern California is getting a big windstorm right now, so it's pretty fun.
I heard about that, and you guys have a fire over there too, right?
Yeah, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. It keeps going in and out. Sorry, man. But exciting stuff is happening. It's great. I think we're within weeks of seeing some positive movement. We're having a little bit of a flash crash on the market, but that's to be expected. It's a lot of people who are trying to basically pressure people out of their bags so they can buy better positions. So
Yep.
I think it's just, holding tight, being patient. Like we said before, don't do anything stupid. And never invest more than you can afford to lose, guys.
Facts.
But yeah,
Facts.
we need to get that proposal voted on, man. The XRP thing, I totally agree with you, man. I think XRP is about to explode. I think Crow is about to explode. And I definitely think CCIP is going to do some really positive movement too. So we got to get the ball rolling on these proposals.
So what's
Yeah, because
going
that's the
on?
next one.
Anybody hear
That's the
anything?
one. Oh, so loser. He once in a while he messages. I think Sergeant Abster, Commander Ape, and they message him back. So like they said, for instance, when he said XRP to bridge proposal, what do you think? Commander Ape, I think, send him a thumbs up. So the last time he checked in with them, he said, "Hey, did you see the proposal or whatever?" I don't think he heard back from them, but he doesn't want to bother him at the same time. So yeah, he hasn't. Excuse me, we haven't heard anything. But the good news is the official Dogelon Mars uh, retweeted what Mario put J Ballin. What he posted about the DAO, they
Yeah.
reposted it. So I mean, that's telling me they know What's taking so long? I don't know, because all they have to do is just make it live, and then we're all able to vote on it. And then after that, I wanted to do the Chainlink CCIP, because then it gets us to 19 blockchains, 16 because we're already on 3 of the 19. So 16 all at once. You know what that would do? Wow. It would be a lot of projects wanting to build on Rufus if we're linked to like about what, 35 blockchains, maybe 25 or 26. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would it's just gonna make Dogelon Mars a lot more stronger.
Exactly. And like I said, a lot of people, maybe they don't want to build on Ethereum because it's too expensive. Maybe they want to build on something else. The other thing is with other blockchains, when you say the metaverse, you can use a lot of wallets now in order to, well, they say it's play to earn. So in order to get that, you'd have to transfer it. There goes your transaction right there. So what I'm guessing is the more blockchains we have, the more wallets we're open to accepting, which that's why they did a layer 2, because with a layer 3, not only is it more expensive, but it doesn't, how do you say it, it's not a seamless interaction and transaction. You have to do extra steps. So if you notice what Unity through People found, what Sapient said, the ones who helped build it, they said we just got done building the metaverse using AI, one of the kind as we know. And then it went on to say that you can actually, as long as you have a web browser, you're able to play, but you can use a non-custodial wallet, which is like a Google phone number, email address, etc. Or you can log on through your custodial wallet, which is probably MetaMask and a couple other ones that they support. So what that's saying is you don't have to download anything like other projects where you have to download a whole, sector of things. This one you're able even to play. They said it's fully playable on your iPad as well.
Right.
And
Right.
and like I think Commander Ape confirmed that with Crypto Loser that as long as you have a mobile browser. So that's telling me, yeah, you sacrifice a little bit of graphics. It's not going to look beautiful, but I'm thinking it's going to have like a Call of Duty feel to it, where it's still buttery smooth.
But you know what? I'm gonna message Sergeant. I'm gonna message him and see what's really going on. But hey, I know you're looking at this screen if you can on Absent. They got Jurassic Park. They got even billboards like what Tough Puppy was talking about. Like with them, think about it. If Absent partnered with Dogelon Mars with the whole 3D billboards that they got going on in Manhattan or Times Square, I mean, they don't really have to pay for advertisement if they're partnered with Absent. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like the whole thing about building on Mars, that's awesome. That the whole thing about Mars, it's going to be like the next topic for, I mean, forever for me. But up to 2030, 31, even beyond that, from now till beyond that. So I think if they're partnered, or maybe they did a deal with them to put up billboards, can you imagine what if the website came out how it did? Imagine if they advertised that way, what they could create, because it's a metaverse. I mean, come on, there's so much you could do. And with and Dogelon, that little face, and all the little characters. I mean, come on. I have a feeling their marketing is going to be a mix of that plus what we've been seeing on X. If you notice, there's been abundance of new followers, like I said before, and these are I looked into their accounts, and the ones that have like 55,000, 100,000, they've actually been on there for a while. They haven't just made these new accounts. So I've been looking at them. A lot of them have been made in November, but they don't have that many followers. It just looks like they're raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. Big time. And the guys, the key events that's gonna happen shortly, January 20th. U.S. presidential inauguration of Donald Trump, January 20th again, World Economic Forum in Davos 2025. That's when all the world leaders come together and they speak about what's going to happen in years on in the future. January 20th, finally, the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, is resigning that day. Well, he's already put in his paperwork, but that's when he's out of the office. January 23, deadline for approval of Grayscale Solana ETF. I mean, we
You
all
know,
got.
you know what would be cool is if on January 20th, whoever does the artwork for Dogelon, if they made one that says "On Mars, I'm the president."
That would be. I believe they're going to do that. I believe so. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all. And as you see here, National Bank Governor, like what Meme Lord was saying, National Bank Governor says he was considering Bitcoin as a potential diversification strategy for the bank. This is around the world. Global adoption is here. They're just getting prepared. Yeah, they probably have been accumulating over the years. And like what Parabolic Paul was saying, there's fudders that's in this space to make you sell your bag so they have an easy entry point of accumulating those assets. And that's all it is right now. You guys been in this cycle. And I'm going to tell you like this, Meme Lord, Parabolic Paul, and other OG holders. After 2021, 2022, and I can tell you this, January 2022, when we were retracing down to 1100 5 zeros, I'm like, well, hey, I am buying the dip. Bought the dip. We went below 5 zeros to 6 zeros. And what did I do? I bought the dip again. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was throwing, Meme Lord, I was throwing a lot of $600 in there. It seemed like 600 was the goal because I'm like, well, I'm accumulating. So I first, when we went to 5 zeros, 1099, I dropped 600 Elon, and then it was going back up some. Then all of a sudden we fell below 5 zeros to 6 zeros. I said, hey, let me pull another 600 and buy some more. Then we kept on dropping. So when other investors are saying that they're not seeing any really big gains because they've been purchasing Dogelon Mars at the high 2,500, at the high 1,600 level at 5 zeros, I understand. We are all in that same boat, but we know what we hold. There was people that was buying XRP from $1.90 all the way down to 30 cents. So think about it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I've done seen that. I've done seen Chainlink shot up to $40 and then retrace all the way down to $8. So it's not no bad thing. It's just, we live and we learn, but it's not like we're living and learning and we're not going to make our money back. The token that we invested into is like a Chainlink. It is like a Avalanche. It is like a XRP because it stores value. It has value. I don't know if anybody else want to say something or put an input about this.
I was going to say, well, I follow where the money's at. That's why I'm not political. I don't look at left, right. I look, where is the money going? Look at that more than anything else.
Yeah.
So what I've seen, BlackRock and even I think Trump is buying, don't quote me, I think it was, they're buying into Ondo. A lot of companies are buying, a lot of institutions are buying into Ondo. So I've been looking at them and I go, wow, this is giving me like XRP vibes. So I'm not saying, oh, go buy it, go throw your money in there now. Just go look at, do your research, see what they're buying, who's buying, and that's what I go off of. Plus tokenomics and what the blockchain provides and what it's doing. Is it an RWA? So I look at that as well. So
and
it's almost,
yeah,
no. So I mean, and it's fresh, it's new to the bull run. So who knows what's going to happen? So to me, that I there's certain things I have in my wallet. I only have one meme coin, which is Elon. But let me tell you this: I bought it in April 2021, right? And then when it got listed on Crypto.com, I dropped my whole bag. I'm not gonna lie, I wrote it almost 30% to the all-time high, sold it all, waited till it dipped down to like what six? It was 6 zeros 11. I put 90% back in, and the 10% I put in my other things I believed in, like my RWAs, which is like Chainlink, ICP, a couple other things, not Ondo because it wasn't out at that time. But yeah, that, and I've been riding that same bag for the last like I would say it's going on 3.5 years, give or take. But I've been around since April 2021 when I first bought. So yeah, I
Meme
yeah.
Lord knows about the blood market. We were in Black Friday sales for a whole 3 years.
Wait, I was around. Watch this. I was around when FTX collapsed. I seen it as a blessing and a curse because a lot of people lost their money, and I know probably people did bad stuff. You know, neither here or there. But when that happened, I looked at what's FTX holding a shitaki ton of Sol.
Yeah.
When it went down to $8, I said I'm buying this mofo up, and I don't like Solana. I'm gonna tell you that right now, just because they've like within the since 2021 till now, they've went down 22 times. 22 times, and when the TPS is high, transactions per second, guess what? 75% of the transactions failed. Remember when meme coin mania was happening on Solana?
Yeah.
75% of transactions failed. Can you believe that? Imagine you're trying to cash out, and you know how fast it can go up or down when something's mooning. Imagine you keep going, 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 and you can't take out for 4 hours. What do you think happens in 4 hours? So I personally don't like Solana, but anyways, I bought it at 8 and I sold it, I think, like when it went to like 130, 140, because like I don't get greedy. I say, yeah, I could have made way more. But what I did was I sold a crappy coin for another project I like. And I'm not
Well, this is
bagging
the
on
thing,
Solana,
though.
guys. I'm not real quick. I'm not bagging on Solana. I actually go by tokenomics and technology and the good, the bad, and the evil. That's what I look at it. Every token, who's holding it, much the VCs own, seed money rounds, like when they did the seed money, like who gave money, how did and remember when they give money, they get tokens. So I look at stuff like that.
And but the thing about it though, Meme Lord, you also address like this is how you can make money. And most people are like overlooking this. He made money, Meme Lord made money, sold, held his cash or his money on the exchange. And when we dropped, he accumulated. But this is the key. Know what you said. You bought Solana when it fell all the way to $8. Now, if you guys know where Solana is at right now, I think it's around $200 a token right now. So make it make sense. Yeah, we purchased Dogelon Mars. We held Dogelon Mars. It went down to the lows. So you can choose, like what I said, you can choose what you want to do. Once we surpass the 5 zeros, you want to empty your bag, that's on you. If you sell your bag and you're like, oh, I am done. Whales, even like us, we're going to eat that up because it's going to retrace back some because a lot of people are going to sell because they claim they're definitely bullish, but then they want to sell their bags because they think we're going to crash again. And that's where the oh shit, what did I do? Then we surpass that 5 zeros up to 4-3. I'm just being honest with you. So yeah, you can DCA, you can liquidate certain positions of what you hold, but like what Mean Lord stated in a couple of lives ago, have your reserve bag, have your other exit strategy bag, because I'm not going to liquidate 80% of my holdings of Dogelon Mars. Even though I hold other assets, real world assets like XRP and XLM, but I'm not liquidating my whole portfolio of Dogelon Mars. That's just, I'm gonna be honest with you. Think about the people who became millionaires and billionaires off of Bitcoin. Do you really think that they sold their whole bag? They didn't sell their whole bag. They sold a little bit so they could have their financial freedom or to be able to move around or day trade or whatever they want to do, but they still have their holdings of Bitcoin. They didn't liquidate their whole bag. So I'm just giving you some insight. And when Meme Lord said, like, hey, he's seen the opportunity. You guys been in the space, you guys been watching. When the opportunity is there, you have to take it. I'm gonna accumulate. And I wish I was able to see Solana at $8 because yeah, $8 sounds like expensive. Don't get me wrong. To a lot of people who just chase meme coins and any other low cap cryptocurrencies, which I don't knock you guys because, you know, everybody want to become quick rich or bought a token that they didn't even know what it was and it shot up. I understand that because you had that euphoria, like this might be it or that may be it. But with those type of tokens as well, like Solana, I mean, look at it. It's at 216 or somewhere around the 200s. You bought it at $8. Look how much you gained. But it's all about how much you invested into that project as well. So you guys have to remember that. So same thing with Dogelon Mars. You bought in at 5 zeros, probably at, you know, the high 2500s. And then you kept on buying. And then when we traced down, you kept on buying as well. I don't knock you guys for still accumulating, even though you guys were at OG tokens when y'all got in. But at the end of the day, once we do shoot up, again, like what Tough Puppy said, in 2021, Dogelon Mars shot up with no utility. With all that circulating supply, tokens in the circulating supply, we shot up 240s on crypto.com. Just remember that. So, Meme Lord or Parabolic Paul, if you have any input.
Well,
I
you
was in
made all
this.
great
Oh, go
points,
ahead.
dude. Go ahead.
No, go ahead because your mic's going. You know, like you're in the car. So go ahead.
I was just saying, man, like the all valid points, and it's just a matter of like believing in whatever project you hold. It just so happens to be that we're all with Dogelon Mars because we've been here for the whole time, and we've seen the ups, we've seen the sideways corrections, we've seen the bear market. We made it through the bear market. You know, I made it through 2 bear markets now. So I'm ready. Like we know it's going to happen. It's just like being patient and believing. And you're right. When it does pump, you don't want to sell your whole bag. You want to take some profits, sure, that's fine. Don't feel bad about that. But like leaving this project, it's proven that it's not a pump and dump token. We've been here for nearly 4 years. We're not going away anytime soon. We've made it through the bear market, and we actually bearish trend. Going back to 21, we launched a bearish trend. So we made it through a couple all-time highs. We made it through the downs. A lot of corrections. All the price action that we're experiencing for like the last couple months has just been a preview of what's to. That's nothing. Like, so if anybody has any doubts on the conviction of this project, let alone those of us who have been here the whole time, you got to do your research and really look into the fundamentals of this project, because we're going a lot farther than anybody's expecting. We have a lot of doubters out there who are just looking to get rich quick overnight, and they want to push the narrative so they can buy a better position. Well, that's fine and dandy, but manipulating your price action, you're just doing nothing but hurting your own back. So right now, we just have to trust the team, trust the process, and be patient for this market. Like these next 2 weeks is going to be a lot of idiots hedging and shorting and hoping that they can make something by 30% so they can scoop stuff for their back. And any gains they get, they're going to immediately dump right away.
Uh oh, Paul turned into a robot. He made a good point. Not only did we survive the bear market, but we also survived the FTX dump. That was in November of 2022, and that was way before we got listed on. Oh, sorry, that happened way after we got listed on Crypto.com. So we were just like a token with no utility at the time, and we
Yes.
survived all that. So honestly, the people who, like he said, who are doubters or whatever, yeah, they're doing what they're doing. But I feel they know what's coming, and they do that, like he said, to pump their bags. But check this out. Even like Zach Humphreys was talking about us, on one of his lives. He knows. He's doing his research. He's not an idiot. And I feel a lot of these YouTubers, they know. They're just adding to the bags every time there's a dip. I'm not saying for you guys to do the same, but they know what's coming because it's going from a meme coin to like a full-on transactional token. There's no such thing, but I just call it that because that's what's going to be. It's going to be used for the Rufus blockchain. It's going to be It's the native token.
Right. Right.
Yes, sir. Here's something about the burn in short order. I don't know what they're waiting on. I mean, we've been waiting for a couple months now, so it's time for us to get cracking on these burns.
Hopefully, it happens soon. I thought for sure it was going to be during December, but you know what I noticed? They've been quiet, and then they've been a little active now. So I think something's coming. I had said either this week or next week in our group text or chat in the influence ones we have on X. And
Yeah.
I put on there. I go. I feel like something's coming, like in a week or two. And then you said it. I said, "Oh man, I guess we both have that same feeling."
Mm-hmm. No, I think you're right, dude. I think they got all this hype train built up, and I think they've been doing all these burns as preliminary just to test the process. And now I think they're just waiting for the right time. And what that time is, we don't know. I don't know if they're gonna wait it out until after the inauguration or if they're gonna do something before that. Maybe they're gonna do a symbolic thing like, Gary Gensler is no longer, so let's go ahead and celebrate that fact by doing the Great Burn. I don't think I don't think the market is going to move because of Trump. It's going to move because of greed. And Gary Gensler leaving, they're also going to do a change CFTC. And so when those guys leave office, that's going to move the market. And so whatever politics you guys practice or don't, it's not about politics. It's simply about movement because of who have been keeping crypto behind. And so um, greed is going to move the market and nothing else. So just hold on to your hats because we're going to, this next month is going to be absolutely incredible. And don't sell your bags before it's time.
We've
Yeah,
been
you're
Just be
worse
right.
than
patient.
this. We were down to six zeros 12 actually. That was, and
Right.
I think actually we touched 11. We probably baby touched it.
Right.
But also, what you were saying about Gary Gensler, the way I say it is, it's a
Yep.
secret, but it's not. Everybody
Right.
who was getting paid by the banks
Right.
To FUD crypto are all leaving.
Right. Are you guys familiar with the expression and find out?
Yeah. Fuck around, find out.
So
Yeah.
yeah, FAFO. Just look it up online. There's so many different videos that cite F around and find out. But so all of these promises that have been made by the incoming administration and world leaders that are talking about crypto, like the onus is on them to prove their worth. Prove what you guys have promised. Prove what you said. Nobody is going to really believe you until you start implementing these things. Until you deliver on your promises, your words mean nothing. There's an expression that I used to have in my profile on X, which was trust is earned, not given. I don't give a shit what position you hold. If you're a fucking liar, your words mean nothing. And I will not respect you at all.
Absolutely.
Man, Paul
I
almost
said this
came
when
through
I
the camera with that.
I was just saying, I worked at an Air Force base for a couple of years, as a part time job, and I told the guys in there, this is during the pandemic. I was like, man, I said, I don't care who you are. If you come in here and you're going to be disrespectful, I'm going to throw your ass out. And I don't care if you're the president or the general of the base. If you come in and you disrespect people in a service position, you deserve to get your ass thrown out because you're not being respectful. Why should I give you respect if you're not willing to respect me in kind? And so words, actions matter. And if you're going to be disrespectful to the citizens of this country or any other country for that matter, you don't deserve that respect in kind. So voters will remember, taxpayers will remember, Bitcoin holders remember. And so this guy and this administration better deliver. Otherwise, they're not going to have a job going forward. So I don't care what promises were done, prove it.
Absolutely. I mean, Gary Gensler dropped the ball.
Yeah, big time.
And actually, Gary Gensler, before I believe he was what do you call it, in that position, he was actually teaching a class about Algorand and how blockchain is the future. Blockchain technology is the future. And then all of a sudden, when he got paid by the banks, it was different. But let me tell you right now, he was loading up. He was loading up for his retirement because you know why? He said, he goes, man, I'm going to get more here on making money on crypto than I am working this position. So yeah, I'll just sell my bags during the next bull run. So it'll be a hard like 5 months, and then it's all good.
Spot on, dude.
Yeah.
And by the way, Algorand's another good one too. I actually like them.
Bro, it's like now there's so many good tokens, and I'm not gonna lie, especially first thing first, Dogelon Mars of all, you know what I'm saying? But Algorand, like, there's so much real assets that's in the top 50, top 100 of coin market cap. And that's where you got to weed out of knowing what's real and what's fake, because Dogelon Mars was in the top 100 cap, and we're at rank number 400. And with all this new things that's going on with Dogelon Mars, a lot of people are still asleep on it. And that's when the FOMO kicks in. Not even that. When Dogelon Mars does what they said they're going to do and execute their moves, that's when the FOMO kick in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think we're gonna have so much FOMO when they hear about the burn, because they're gonna be like, oh well, Shiba Inu did the same thing and look what happened and all that. I believe when they do the burn, there's something else that's gonna come right behind that.
You know what that is?
Huh?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I've been doing this 7 years. I've seen so many projects launch. My thinking is they're doing the burn because that's what everybody looks at. Oh, the burn, because they think price action. And to me, how there's a saying that you go by. Volume predicts price, right? So what I'm thinking is they're going to see a little FOMO kicking in because they like the burn. You know, like I said, a lot of people that look at projects, that's what they want. Burn, burn. I think that's the marketing that's going to get them into saying, hey, wait, what else are they building? They go on to dogelonmars.com. They say, wait, they're also building a blockchain. Wait, it's burning. So wait, not only are they burning a little bit or this much, but they actually have a blockchain that's burning in the metaverse, burning when you create an NFT, burning when you make transactions on the Rufus blockchain, and you can build on it. That's how they get them in there. That's to me, that's brilliant marketing. I think burning tokens from, like, let's say, because they have to have a treasury or something, because they have to be getting this money from somewhere. I'm not saying, oh, they have a whole bunch. Trust me, there's what I tell people is they might hold like maybe 5 to 8% of the supply. Somebody told me, oh my God, that's a lot. I go, you know how many of these projects own 40, 30, even like 50% of the supply, and you're complaining about 8? I go, tell me you don't know about crypto without telling me you don't know about crypto. But anyways, I think that's going to be the driving force, is luring them in with the burn. And then here, they do the research.
But people are gonna get wrecked. They're gonna get wrecked by okay, it's the burn. Then they have their blockchain come out. People are gonna be buying, and then they see the token soar, and then I know you've seen this too, Meme Lord and Parabolic Paul. When a token shoot up like a certain percentage, like a high percentage, we sit there for a little bit. Most people are gonna be like, oh, let me go ahead and sell this back because I think we reached the top. Once they sell, we retrace just probably like 2-3%, and then we go skyrocket.
Like, for instance, we even in this little dip, we had $3 million in volume, in 24-hour volume. Before that, we had 5. So wow, come on, $2 million. Other projects lost way more. So that's telling you whales are holding.
Yeah, they are. They are. And like, and like what you said, like 3 million. Who's gonna put so much? Just one whale. We're gonna talk about just one whale. Who's gonna keep on throwing 20 grand here, probably at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then probably 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Let me throw 50,000 in there. Then wait, that's just one whale. 9 o'clock in the evening, let me throw 50 grand in there. That's just one whale. We're not even talking about all the other whales. And it seems like it's a trend. They're doing this every day. There's the trading bots that's buying and selling, but there's whales. If you guys been watching the Etherscan, that there's whales that have been buying and have not really been selling. They've been buying every day. So I think they're following the method of what Michael Saylor is doing with Bitcoin.
That's dollar cost averaging, sir.
Big time. Big time.
I buy all the dips. I'm not saying of this. I buy Elon, but I actually hit my target. Like, so I'm good. But I'm still here. And also, real quick, if you have everybody has a different exit strategy. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna say how much I'm selling, what I'm doing. The only thing I will say is I'm holding a certain percentage just because I want to buy land in the metaverse, because you never know what land you buy, what company or partnership they created is built there, and that would make your land more expensive and more like, people would want it more.
Amen. Because you don't know. You could buy that land for probably 2 billion, Elon. And for instance, say if Microsoft came and they said, hey, we need some of this land here, so we'll offer you what, 80 billion tokens of Dogelon Mars or whatnot. But if they offer you that, imagine the gas fees of Elon that's being burned because they're making that transaction.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what partnerships, because they said partnerships there in the metaverse and applications building on Rufus. So I'm like, wow, they're hitting everything. Let me tell you, the way these I don't know about you, Data X Space and some of the ones she does, I like the way she speaks about the technology and about the core team and how these are veterans. To me, this is not a couple guys or a couple people. This is like a whole group. And I think from what I've seen, this isn't the first project they created. Not saying, oh, they're going around doing pump and dumps. No, because, maybe a lot of their projects are flourishing. We don't know. That's why they remain anonymous, because sometimes, they're just starting out or whatever. You never know. But what I'm saying is they know what they're doing, because look at how they timed Bitcoin, the Bitcoin runes. Perfect. As soon as they launched it, it went up to 100K. That was one. Two, remember when they got the tokens from Methuselah, I'm guessing they had to say, hey, don't dump on them. We want you to create something. And you can, before I was kind of skeptical, I go, okay, let me see. I'm going to write it out. Within the year, they had already announced so many things, including Rufus, the test net on Rufus in 2020. Wait, when was it? 2023 December. And then by then, there was so much stuff already being built. And then after that, I said, wow, look at all the other blockchains. Now they're bridging onto Solana. I go, okay, these devs are in it. So I was monitoring the wallets and checking, because that's what I do. I don't get in any project unless I check like I said before, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, so I didn't see any kind of funky withdrawals or funds going here or there, nothing. And then when they started building, I said, yeah, these devs know what they're doing, and this isn't their first time. So I think they're timing the market perfectly. A lot of people are saying different, and that's just people who don't have patience. I'm like, come on, I've been holding way longer than you. And if I'm here and I'm here daily putting out content that relates to actual utility, not popping things out of the air. Of course, when we say partnerships, who could it be? But they did say we have partnerships, and you do see the utility because it's on the website. So that's what I like. What we do is, and that's why I like coming on here, is we actually show facts. We're not saying, oh, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. Actually, it's been said, and you can see it for yourself.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, and what it irks me when you got holders and they'll be like, well, I've been holding so long. What's going on? What, you hold for a year or two and you're crying? Like, there's people who've been in the space for years. They've made money, but it took them how long to make that amount of money, and they're still in this space. So after they made some money, while everybody's crying out about their bags and even selling their bags, people like them, you, me, Parabolic Paul, and whoever, we are accumulating. And I'm going to be honest with you guys too. Just to be honest, if Dogelon Mars went to 7 zeros in 2022, I'll still be here. And I probably have a whole lot more than what I have now if we went to 7 zeros. I'm just being honest. I mean, huh?
Oh, me
I
too.
said if it went down, right, like say for instance, if it even went down to I know you didn't say this, but if it went down to 7 zeros, I would buy it. I would buy it all day. I would be like, you know what? No, I didn't have enough. Let me get a way more. And a lot of people will scoop that up.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like people like us, we buy all the dips.
I'm not scared.
Oh yeah. Nope.
And that's
That
the
is a
thing
prime
though,
buying opportunity.
it's a buying opportunity. And like, even I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So like what you guys said, like I got in April, I accumulated, I didn't sell my bag. The reason why I didn't sell my bag, just like how I didn't sell my XRP bag, this is not nothing towards anybody, but for me, what the amount that I made in those years, it wasn't financial freedom that I could just, you know, quit my job and just do what I want to do, to be honest. So that's why I didn't really sell my positions. You get what I'm saying? But if I held a boatload, like a lot, and was able to do what you did, Meme Lord, I'll be blessed. You get what I'm coming from? And you were blessed to be able to do that. And so that's why I said, like, that's why I wasn't able to sell. Now I'm not saying sell my whole bag and not re-enter or whatnot, but the amount that I made wasn't life changing.
And you know what? You can make, actually, to me, my thinking, even with 1.2 million, I would know exactly what to do. And I can guarantee financial freedom with that much money. No Lambo. I don't believe in all that. I'm sorry. Look, I've been buying Bitcoin since it was 8,000. I bought it at 16. I still buy it at 90. I still buy it at 100 because I'm selling it at different. Everybody has different exit strategies. Like I said, we're all different. But 1.2 mil, you could buy you apartment complex, rent all four of them out, buy you a house, and still have a little extra if you're in the right setting. I'm not into real estate, but I just buy a lot of apartment complexes. That's what I did with my money. I'm like a Lambo. Okay, yeah, I'm badass. 200,000. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses value. Next year, it loses value. Value gone. Apartment complex. You can give that to your kids, your family, anybody. You can't give them a Lambo. Like, oh, here's a used Lambo. Oh yeah, no, come on. You want to like retire your bloodline. So I say look at apartment complexes. I'm not saying go buy one right now, but check them out.
I'm definitely going to do that. And that's what I want to do. So with this cycle that we're about to be in, I'm definitely going to, once I'm able to liquidate some. And I'm not saying, and I want everybody to understand this too. I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna be done with Dogelon Mars. No, that would be crazy. But I do need to put that money into use, have that money flowing so it can make me money, so I'm able to do what I have to do. But I want to be smart because how long I've waited for this opportunity, I'm not going to mess up this opportunity once I've received that income. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. You heard this, Parabolic Paul Meme Lord. IRS is not doing nothing with taxes until 2026. And then also, there was something else that Donald Trump is going to cut capital gains tax off of cryptocurrencies.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what he's proposing. It's a matter of getting it passed through Congress. So hopefully that'll be on Congress's first agenda. Because I know they already swore in like a few days ago. So I don't know when they're going to start talking about legislation, but that should be addressed first and foremost if they're serious about their agenda.
But imagine if they do. Imagine if they do. If they are going to do that, do you know how much more doctors, lawyers, other institutions are going to go heavily, not just in Bitcoin, not just in Ethereum, but also these meme coins as well. They're going to go haywire.
That's what we're all waiting for, crypto adoption. And I think that's what's happening in the next 4 years. This is going to be, honestly, I think it's going to be like the yellow brick road to Emerald City. That's what my feeling is. And what the reason why I say that, and look, I think I'm going back to, I'll say well, nobody knows who I am, but I'm moving to Nevada because, like I said, with 1.2 million, see what you can do out there with it. And El Salvador, I think they were one of the first ones to openly admit that they were getting Bitcoin, and I think they made Bitcoin City. Then they said no taxes on crypto. I think there's some kind of there's a little fine print in there, but it's not as much as in America. Uh, he put all the gangs in jail, got rid of them. Then he offered, I think, like 5,000 or 50,000. Don't quote me. Of free citizenship to doctors, entrepreneurs, lawyers. Like I guess basically any or botanists, scientists, basically people who can actually grow the city. Like to me, terraform it type style. So what I'm saying is I'm hoping they do that because I've been wanting to accept cryptocurrency in my apartment complexes, and you can and you can't. It's kind of difficult because I would want to do, say, if you use crypto, anything you want, as long as it's a good coin. If I accept it, I would give like 20% off your what do you call it, your monthly rent, because I know where it's going to go and it wouldn't be fair. So, that's what I want to do, but they make it so difficult because I own
But you can't
property
do
out
it
in. Go
still,
ahead.
though, Lord. Lord, you still can't do it. Like,
You can, but like, say, for instance, in Nevada, right? Because I own real estate in Nevada. Is
mhm.
I'm looking it up right now because my girl, she's a CPA, so she knows. Oh my God, smart. It says right here, licensing businesses that hold or transmit digital or fiat currency in Nevada should contact the division of determine if they need a license. The bond amount for money transmitter license is capped at 250,000, and then it says Nevada crypto regulations, taxes implement. It's a lot. Security, compliance issue. It's a lot. So that's what I'm hoping is if they do that and they tax us a little bit, but not over exaggerating, like 35%. Like, let's say he does it at 5 or 10% across, because there's actually some states, because I have students in certain states, and they say, "Oh, I'm looking to see what my taxes is." So I look it up. Some of them have 4.5%, 4.95%. I go, wow. Other places like Cali, I think it's like 20 to 35%. Plus, you can't even stake there no more. So that's what I'm saying. They made it where nobody
It's
wants to
14.5.
build. Where at? In Cali? I think he
Yeah, it's
said, yeah, because he's from,
14.5
yeah.
for state tax. Sorry.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So see, so I wish they would just do a flat tax. And then when people like businesses use it, there's some kind of certain tax that they could charge just for using crypto. I think that's what the adoption is waiting for. I know it's probably a pipe dream or way far from where we're at now, but that's what I'm hoping. And that's what I think everybody's waiting for. But that's not stopping institutions from buying things like Chainlink, Ondo, and a couple other things, XRP, of course, too. But I'm not saying go throw your money in them, but look what money's buying, basically.
Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. I'm just gonna be accepting cryptocurrency. But this is the thing again, like what we're stating. I wouldn't sell all my bag, liquidate my whole bag if we're just gonna be accepting digital currency, because digital currency is gonna be here forever. It's the only thing that can change from digital currency is when we get into the futuristic time, whereas what's more valuable than money is time. Time. That's the only thing that I believe that can outbeat the digital currency asset class. Because right now we're graduating new financial asset class or every decade. First, I think it was just shells. It was a seashells and these other things, and then IOUs, and then we got credit cards, debit cards, and it's and we're still evolving. So I mean, cryptocurrency is here to stay. And yeah, you make you some quick gains, but just don't liquidate your whole bag and then you're back again. You're working for your bags. We're working for our bags right now. So you need to plan for the future. I mean, you should have been preparing for your future when you got into the crypto space and not just thinking about a quick pump rich scheme. That's you're going to get wrecked no matter what. If you don't have a right mindset, like what Meme Lord said, and say like, okay, I'm not buying a Lambo, I'm not buying this. I'm gonna go ahead and buy me some, real estate where it holds its value, where I can get passive income from my investment and able to purchase more digital assets. Because I'm telling you right now, after this global adoption of cryptocurrency, it is going to be a lot more harder to accumulate these digital assets, where there's going to be a lot of them that you're not going to be able to make big gains of what you're going to experience through these next coming of years. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. If you think you're going through hell right now, you're going to go through hell trying to buy these digital assets. Price is like $8, nothing lower than that. And if you see these other tokens that's way below that, it's going to be kind of hard, because all these financial institutions are in the tokens that they want, what they want in their sector. So take advantage.
Do you remember what happened? And it relates to Dogelon too. Crypto.com, which I think Crypto.com has two of the biggest wallets, one and two. Remember they had I forgot the name of the guy who was the CEO of Crypto.com. He took a picture with Trump, and then days later, it says Crypto.com launches U.S. institutional custody service. The move is part of the exchange, and this was December 23rd, 2024. It says the move is part of the exchange's broader plan to expand its U.S. presence following the election of Donald Trump. It's a whole big thing, but it has launched an institutional crypto currency custody service in the United States as part of a broader plan to expand its presence in the country. The crypto exchange said on December 23rd.
Hmm.
So they dubbed Crypto.com Custody Trust Company. The charter trust is eligible to custody assets for U.S. institutions and high net worth individuals, Crypto.com said.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow.
So
Damn.
that's telling you institutions know what's coming. Because let me tell you, okay, they want to make money in the end of the day. It's all about money and how they can save. And it's no offense. When they donate, but come on, they do get a big old tax cut. It's a give and take. So what it relates to is how it relates to is so what do you call it? What now they're going to be able to put more money into some assets they like, right, or whatever. Maybe they want to hold it on Crypto.com or whatever. Now they can buy there and save like on like tax style, on taxes, institutions.
Meme Lord, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. We seem like you're cut out when you were talking.
Oh, sorry. What's the last thing you heard?
When you were talking about when the institutions and all of a sudden it cut out.
Oh, so I said what that does is that allows institutions to buy on Crypto.com if they want to hold on there. But that's telling you they know that a lot of good is going to come for crypto in the next 4 years if they're jumping on board with that, to allow institutions and high level billionaires to buy and hold
Yeah.
assets there.
Yeah.
It's all about saving money, like I said, taxes.
Hmm. Wow. Yeah. So we're just getting ready, man. So Meme Lord, I know you be sleeping in the morning. I know it's morning right now. I'm thinking about doing another live in the afternoon tomorrow. Well, I can't do it in the afternoon tomorrow. You know the reason why. Um, I want to try to do one early tomorrow, because I just believe that there's going to be still a lot of more news that's going to come out tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would say you want to play it by ear. You know
Oh,
me, I'm open to whenever. So you let me know.
okay, okay. Parabolic Paul, do you have anything you may want to say, brother?
Yeah, sorry, man. My audio's been rugging for the past like 15 minutes. You guys are coming through like robots. But I happen to get you right now. Um, no, it's basically just reiterating what I was saying earlier. It's just a matter of just staying active, guys, and just being patient. Keep the faith. I know everybody that that I'm talking to now understands that, but for people who listen to this playback later, just don't do anything stupid. Your life is going to change this year. So if you do anything, dollar cost average, be patient. Don't do anything stupid.
You heard what Parabolic Paul said. Do not do anything stupid. Please don't. Don't get rugged. Don't get like. Don't sell your positions thinking that we reached the top. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do. But just have common sense, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. A lot of people in this world do not have that key thing, common sense. They don't.
That's what I was gonna say is step back and look at the utility that's being built. Go on dogelonmars.com. Check it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now I would say Paul's wrong when he goes, "Oh, we're gonna go nuts this year." But look at what they're building. Look what's coming out. I can wholeheartedly say, yeah, like start like just adjust the seatbelt and start getting the spacesuit ready.
All this patience for the last like almost 4 years is going to pay off, man. You just got to wait.
Gotta wait, fam. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys tapping in. And again, you'll have the duo again tomorrow. Love you guys.